I'm in the midst of replacing a shaft seal. So this is about the smallest lift we can get picked up with, and in fact we originally put the boat in facing forward, and we weren't able to lift it high enough without the forestay hitting this white crossbar up here. So we had to take the boat out and spin it around and put it in backwards so that we could lift high enough to get the keels up over the bulkhead here. Frolic's on the hard. We've pulled her out to do a critical repair and some other maintenance. Here's our propeller shaft. It's an 1.25 inch steel shaft. Here's a fiberglass tube that runs out the back of the boat, so the shaft goes back to a cutlass bearing back there, and the propeller, so the water can come into the boat here. So there's a seal assembly here that had broken, and here's the new seal assembly. So it's got a rubber bellows, and then this end back here it's got a bearing, and then this end up here it's got a lip seal. So that's what I'm working on. Meanwhile, Marjorie's servicing our propellers. We've got feathering propellers that have blade pitch that changes in forward and reverse, and they need serviced about once a year. So the central section of the propeller is full of some gears, and Marjorie's replacing the grease in there. There's a tenacious grease that doesn't wash out, but after about a year or so, whatever is left in there is dirty and not enough volume. So she's working on that. We are anchored at Hospital Point in Norfolk, Virginia, between Norfolk and Portsmouth. It's kind of a really busy industrialized area. There are a lot of naval shipyards and whatnot, and the city back there behind us in the sunlight. Kind of a weird anchorage. We are sitting here with a sunken boat just, I don't know, 70 yards off our stern. It's a little disconcerting, but it's fine. And we were here yesterday. We toured some museums in town and whatnot, and we're going to do the same today. And then tomorrow we're planning to sail for Rhode Island. Okay, we're in Norfolk. We got to walk to the UPS store so I can return an Amazon order that didn't fit very good.
In Norfolk, we went to the Nauticus Museum and took a command and control tour of the battleship Wisconsin. We went to normally off-limit areas like the captain's cabin, the pilot house, and the Combat Engagement Center. The Combat Engagement Center reminded me a lot of the look and feel of a lab I worked in at GE years ago.
Shady spot in the park where they've got some nice wicker furniture with cushions. I wonder who puts the cushions out every morning. We're leaving Norfolk this morning, and there is an aircraft carrier leaving the naval base headed to sea. So fortunately we're just far enough away, otherwise we'd have to detour to stay out of its exclusion zone. And we have a Coast Guard cutter that's passing us. That's a lot of water. We've been at sea 24 hours now. We're on our way up to Newport, Rhode Island from Norfolk, Virginia. And we're just off the border between Delaware and New Jersey right now. And there's no wind, so we're just motoring along. Had a little bit of wind yesterday. We motor sailed a bit, but not really enough to sail at any speed, but this makes for a really easy passage, just having to avoid a few ships, and otherwise kind of enjoy the peacefulness of the ocean.
Let's make peace tonight. Moon is shining bright. Let's make peace tonight in a good time.
We got a beautiful end to our passage. We're arriving in Newport. Got the big mansions on the hill and whatnot. It's a beautiful day, and it was a good passage.